Okay. Good morning, students. Today we are going to deal the second unit of sales and distribution management in marketing specialization, and on that second unit we are going to start with the very important point or the very important consideration in the field of sales and distribution, that is sales process, okay, or personal selling process. This is a very important part in sales management, in selling management or sales department, that is known as what? Sales process. It means that what are those steps which should be followed by a salesperson on the basis of which they are going to sell the products. Okay, what are those sequential steps? Selling process is what? It is a mechanical, it is a principle, it is a sequential mechanism which is being followed by most of the salesperson or sales personnel, on the basis of which they are going to sell the products. That is known as what? Sales process. Okay, so today we are going to consider each and every steps which should be there in the sales process. Okay, so starting with this sales process, let us start with the very first step, the step 1, that is known as what? Preparation. The very first step which is being followed in the sales process by salespersons is preparation. Okay, before starting the selling job, a salesperson should make a valuable investment of time and resources to know the products, okay, he will be selling. Okay, know the customer to whom he will be selling. It knows the competitors against whom he will be selling, and finally knows the philosophy, policy and range of products of his company. Okay, so these are what? These are the important 4 to 5 aspects on which any of the salesperson should have to make themselves prepare. Okay, this is what the preparation, the very first step is preparation, and in this very first step, in this preparation step, these are the things which a salesperson should have to know. What are those? Very first, first, the salesperson should have to prepare themselves about the products and services, get the knowledge of the entire products and services, the values, the qualities, the attributes, the prices, each and every points which is being related to the products and services, that should be known, that should be very much properly known by the seller, on the basis of which they are going to sell the products in the market. Okay, the very next thing which is being prepared by the salesperson is what? To know the customers to whom he will be selling. Exactly, the target market. The very next aspect, the very next preparation which is being done by a salesperson is about its target market, that whom they are going to target, who are their targets, who and to whom they are going to sell the products. That is what about the target market, that to whom they are going to sell the products. That is their they know each and every aspects, each and every attributes of the customers, related to the demography of their customers, related to the psychography of their customers, related to the geographical locations of their customers, related to the social aspects of their customers, related to the values and learnings, beliefs of the customers. All these things would be known by a salesperson related to their target market, to whom they are going to target, who are their customers. The third preparation, very important preparation, which is being done by the salesperson is what? To know the competitors against whom he will be selling. Exactly. Competitors are there in the market. It is possible, it is very much possible that when the salesperson moves in the market and convince their potential customers, at that time the customers would be asked various questions related to the products and services. Okay, the salesperson would be asked various products, various questions, various queries related to the products and services, and on that queries the questions might come related to their competitors. So the sound knowledge of their competitors products, of their competitors brands, is also being known by the salesperson, so that they can counter the queries which is being asked by the customers. Okay, and the third very important aspect, or the very important point which should be considered in the preparation part of the salesperson is whom he will be selling and whom he will be selling, whom he is going to sell the products. And last in the preparation, how to know the philosophy, policies and range of products of the company. Exactly, what are the philosophy, what is the rules and regulations, and the ranges, different ranges of the products which is being offered by the company. All these aspects would be, all these information would be known by whom? By the sellers. That was the very first step on which a salesperson should have to know all these important points, should have to prepare themselves related to all these important points when they are going to start the selling process. The first step is preparation, and on that preparation they are going to do these important parts. Okay, and now let's, after the preparation, the very next step in the selling process which starts, that is known as prospecting. Okay, the second step is what? Prospecting. Prospecting. What is this? Prospecting. This step of a selling process deals with locating and preparing a list of prospective customers. Exactly. Prospects, if we talk about the prospect, then prospects is the technical name of potential customers or the target customers. That is known as, in technically, in the field of selling, the customers or the potential customers are known as what? Prospects. Okay, so in the second step of selling process, personal selling process, the prospecting activities is being done, and this step of the selling process deals with locating and preparing a list of prospective customers. It means that we are going to locate and we are going to make the list of prospective customers. Now, for making the prospects, for locating and making the list of these prospective customers, what are those activities which is being done by a personal seller? We have to consider, we have to look upon those activities in the prospecting. Okay, these activities are what? The very first activity which is being done by the personal seller, by the personal seller or the salesperson in the prospecting is, number one, identifying the potential of buying more in the existing customers. Exactly. The very first, in the prospecting part, the very first step, the very first activity which is being considered or focused by any of the salesperson is to identify, to recognize the potential of buying more and more in the existing customers. Okay, if the salesperson would be capable to find the existing customers and try to inculcate or stimulate or excite the customers so that they can purchase more and more, then this will increase the confidence of the personal seller. Okay, and from there only they can come to know most of the merits and demerits of the products which is being used by the existing customer. So the very first step is to identify the potential of buying more in existing customers. The next activity in prospecting is recommendations of existing customers. Exactly, as we know that the existing customers, the customer who are already there in the market, who are using the products from a very long time or the brand from a very long time, they know most of the merits and demerits of the products. Okay, and it is a very important activity of a salesperson to get the suggestions or recommendations from the existing customers, because these suggestions and recommendations can help the salesperson to counter or to facilitate or to convince the other customers. Okay, so this is a very important prospecting activity. The third prospecting activity is what? Winning back lost customers. Winning back lost customers. In the market, it has been found that around 30 to 40% of the customers who are existing, who has made the trial of the product, who has already used the products, what they do, they, due to some lacunas, due to some dissatisfaction, they start losing the brand. They don't use the brand, they don't purchase the brand. Then at that moment also, it is the duty of the salesperson to get the interest, to attract the interest, to attract the attention of the customers back towards the products while introducing new attributes in the products and services, as well as to make them know that the products which they are using is one of the best, and it is the duty and responsibility of the salesperson that they have to convert the dissatisfaction of the lost customers into the satisfaction part, while convincing them, while providing them the proper information to the lost customer. So this is also a very important activity of prospecting. The fourth important activity of prospecting is attracting competitors' customers. Exactly. In this, the brand switching activity is being done. Brand switching activity it means what? If the salesperson finds that their prospects are using their competitors' products, then it is the duty and responsibility of the salesperson to convert those customers or attract those customers, to make them convince in such a way, in such an extent, that they switch their brand from the competitor's brand to the salesperson brand. Okay, so this is what the fourth activity or the fourth function of prospecting. The fifth activity and fifth function of prospecting is what? Customers information request from advertisement. Exactly. This is an important factor. This is an important facility which facilitates most of the salesperson, where most of the time the advertisements are being published or advertised by the company in the newspapers, in the outdoor media, in the broadcasting media, in print media, in e-media, electronic media, okay, in internet media. So there, the customers who are in need of that particular product, who desires to purchase that particular product, they try to get queries, okay, from the numbers which is being published, the helpline numbers which is being published in the advertisements. So those calls which used to come on those numbers, the company personnel, the company used to give those numbers to their personal sellers, and these personal sellers make those, they are the positive prospects, because they already have inquired about the products and they are in need of the product, and a very meager, a very small amount of satisfactory level or information of the product would be given to these prospects. So this is also an important function where the salesperson try to get the numbers from the personal relationship officers, where they are going to get the prospective customers. Okay. Sixth important activity is what? Newspaper announcements. Exactly. With the help of newspaper announcements also, we just try to convince our customers and convert the prospects. Seventh one is public records. From public records also, it means that there are various public, like directories, like Facebooks, like most of the social media, from where we can find various public, various masses. From there also we are going to find the prospects, our potential customers. Okay. Eighth is directories like telephone, trade associations, and etc. etc. Ninth is from other salesmen. While contacting with other salesmen, we also get the information of various customers, that at what location various customers are there, which is being untapped by other salesperson. Okay. And the 10th one is references from and the 10th is references from friends and customers, from relations, from their close ones. Those are what? The references part. Okay, from where the number of the prospects are being collected. Okay, students, today we have did these two important steps in personal selling, that is personal selling process, that is preparation, and the other one is prospecting. On the next class, we are going to deal the other steps. Okay, thank you to all of you.